Hey, Pawpaw Ridge, first flush of my microsphere. Check it out. I have all sorts of oysters. I have some black king mushrooms growing, and you wouldn't believe it, but it's the middle of February. I wanted y'all to have a chance to check this out because I also planted some regular vegetables. I put radishes in here and lettuce, but while this is growing like this, I did want you to have a chance to see it. Hopefully I can get in about a week you to check this out again and see everything growing in here. A big thing that I can get these to grow in the middle of February is because I have the greenhouse cover that I can put on here. It kind of locks in the heat at night. I have a good mound of dirt that keeps that solar energy in here. And also I have my misting system that I can mist this about once every week or once every 3 days. If you're a beginner, these are a super thing to grow. Is the oyster mushrooms. This is the snow oyster. This is the blue oyster growing. Even the black king can be a great one to grow, but you do want to start out something like this, and they all do have a little bit of a temperature range. You help the microsphere out a little bit by growing mushrooms that are good for the month that you want to try to grow them. I'm using the grow blocks in this one right now, but you can do logs in here if you wanted to, or you could do where you put mulch down and then you put spawn in the mulch for like something like wine cap mushrooms. But this is the one I want to try to grow right now to see it the first time, and it's doing amazingly. So I was really happy about this. No matter if you're an advanced grower or if you're a beginner, you kind of want to choose the right type of mushrooms. I would suggest, again, I would start with some oyster mushrooms. You can move to something a little bit more advanced like lion's mane, but realize lion's mane, it doesn't grow a lot and it's kind of difficult to grow, but I would suggest down the line definitely to try to grow them. I love shiitake, that's one of my favorites. So different mushrooms require different amounts of time, different temperatures, so you just be aware of that. And Spore has great information on their website under the Learn tab for you to learn all of that. That's where I started and that's how I learned. I have a Namico mushroom over here. Notice nothing has bloomed yet, but that's because this Namico takes a little bit longer than the oyster mushrooms. But in about 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I should start seeing this pin, which is when it's the little teeny mushrooms. And then after that, it'll come up and we'll have some Namico mushrooms. Now with everything, they all taste different. Of course, how you prepare it, they'll taste different, but they taste different right from the very beginning. So each one of these will have their own taste. Each one of these are good for their own type of preparation, or with fish or with steak, something like that. They're all great for different things. A lot of people also want to think about the medicinal uses you could have for the mushrooms, and each one again has a different medicinal use. As we get into spring, I will want to change this bed from the winter type of growing, and what I'll do is I'll roll up the greenhouse sides and then I'll pull down a pest layer, because that's when you start at the beginning of spring. It becomes the worst pest time, and I'll pull that down. Plus that will start to give it airflow and it'll let moisture come in on its own. How do you know when they're ready? They start to fully flip out like this. They're not still tucked in. This is getting to where it's almost too far, but it's still really good. You just don't want them to release the spores yet. So this part up here is ready to harvest. They fully open, but they're not over curled. These are not quite ready, but you still could harvest those if you want to, but these are definitely ready to harvest. What you want to do is get them before they fully open, because then they'll start to release their spores. You can still eat them. In fact, you can use the spores as medicine also. They taste best because of the texture if you get them before that happens. Let me show you the different stages of the blue oyster mushroom. So what you're looking for in this area right here, this is called pinning, and that's the start of your mushroom block fruiting. Once you get to this stage, you know that pretty soon you're going to have mushrooms, probably within the next 4 to 8 days. This is when your pens get a little bit larger, and you won't believe how big this fruiting group will be. So that first stage that I showed you before was kind of the elementary stage. This is your middle school stage right here that they're starting to get filled out, and you're noticing more, but you still do have some that come along a little bit later on. Of course, could harvest at this stage if you want the smaller ones like this, but really you want to wait till they get full and more developed. This is kind of your high school group. This is ready to harvest, especially this back part right here. The caps are starting to fill out really nicely. It's still thick and full. You want to get it at that stage before it fully develops and releases the spores, because this is the best eating stage. It's just only this back group. So what I'll do is I'll carefully harvest that, and I'll leave these to get larger. Time to harvest the first batch for the kitchen. These are ready, so I'm just going to carefully, so I don't disturb the other ones, just pull it gently off like that. Look how beautiful that is. All right, heading to the kitchen. Have a great day. Hey, if you liked the video, check out some of these.